How in the world did Grit City get named the third best place to live in the United States? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rebekah Daniels, your Sumner Insider, keeping you updated on what's happening in Seattle, Tacoma, and everything in between. You may have already seen this article, but Tacoma was ranked as one of the top 5 places to live and move, according to a study by Bankrate.com, which may come as a surprise to those who have heard not so positive things about the city. Bankrate is a commercial website that provides financial information, advice, and tools to consumers. Many people use it as their go-to resource for financial guidance and market trends. When Bankrate does these best places to live and move articles, they are looking at 5 key categories: well-being, affordability, job market, diversity, and migration. And that's what we're going to look at in this video. Now, as of right now, September 2023, Tacoma has about 20% cheaper cost of living compared to Seattle. Your average home price in Seattle is about $946,000, while the average home price in Tacoma is only about $512,000. That's almost half the difference. Rent is a little bit closer, with a 2-bedroom apartment renting on average for $3,200 in Seattle versus $2,400 in Tacoma. I mean, the numbers are closer together, but it's still a 33% difference. Groceries are about 35% higher, transportation is about 17% higher in Seattle, and utilities are about the same. For some people, the home prices and the cost of living are enough to say, get me out of Seattle, I am moving somewhere else. But most people aren't really choosing to live in a larger city because it's affordable, right? There's an entire lifestyle and job opportunities that can sometimes only be found through close proximity to a big city. So let's talk about the job market. Seattle is known for being a tech hub, but did you know that Tacoma is also becoming a tech hub in its own right? Home to a variety of innovative tech companies like Infoblox and startups like Humming, plus the generous tax incentives issued by Pierce County and its strategic location in the Puget Sound, Tacoma is very startup and business friendly. There is no shortage of opportunities thanks to institutions like JBLM, Multicare, Amazon, Microsoft, and a bunch of other major employers in the greater Seattle area. The average salary in Tacoma is around $80,000, and it has a pretty low unemployment rate of 2.6%. Plus, with its close proximity to Seattle, a job change may not even be necessary if you're moving from Seattle. Or if you're relocating from a completely different area altogether, Seattle jobs are still an option while living in Tacoma if you're okay with a little bit longer commute. Without traffic, Seattle is about 45 minutes away. With traffic, it's gonna be a little bit longer, but it is super easy and convenient to take the Sounder train up into the city and completely avoid the commuter traffic. And if we're talking about traffic, there's a lot less of it in Tacoma compared to Seattle. Which brings us to lifestyle and well-being. Tacoma has a well-being score of 67.9 out of 100, which is considered relatively high. The #1 best place to live has a well-being score of 67, just for comparison. The well-being score looks at things like access to healthcare, quality of education, community engagement, safety, environment, and work-life balance. If you're like me, work-life balance is very important to you. I love to travel, get outdoors, spend time with my friends and family, and go see interesting things. Tacoma is fairly close to some of the best hiking Washington has to offer. On clear days, you have beautiful views of Mount Rainier, which is only about an hour and a half away. The Paradise and Sunrise trails are 2 of my favorites, but the mountain is full of options. You're only about 2 hours or so from Olympic National Park, which offers a totally different hiking experience. Plus, you have the peninsula and Hood Canal right there available to explore and enjoy, especially during the summer. Tacoma also has the highest concentration of art and history museums in the state of Washington. Now, if museums aren't really your thing, don't worry, there are plenty of craft breweries, restaurants, and a calendar packed with waterfront festivals and a ton of fun available. One of the great things about America is that we are a melting pot of different cultures, ethnicities, and people, and Tacoma is no different. It has a diversity score of 64.8 out of 100 and is considered to be more culturally diverse than Seattle. According to the April 2023 report released by the Office of Financial Management, Tacoma had about a 2,000 person increase in population from the year before. It is still the third largest city in Washington, with Seattle being number 1 and Spokane number 2. Now, when Bankrate released this report in January, they said the market was cooling due to a decrease in home prices and an uptick in price cuts. In January, the average home price was around $530,000 and selling for about 100.6% of the original list price, so a little bit over asking. As I said before, the average home price is now $512,000 and homes are selling for about 97.8% of the original price. So we have been seeing some price cuts. Now, you may be asking, with companies across the country ending remote work and requiring employees to come into the office, are we going to see an uptick in activity? It's possible. We should have a better idea of that in the next couple of weeks as we see things kind of play out. If you are planning a move to the greater Seattle area and you're looking for something a little more affordable but still has a big city vibes, definitely put Tacoma on your list to consider. And if you're already in the area, maybe you've been renting for a while, wanting to buy, but that $900,000 price point just seems astronomical, Tacoma could be a great option to allow you to buy a more affordable home, but still keep the lifestyle and the culture without the super spendy prices of Seattle. Tacoma stands out as one of the best places to live in the US because it offers growing employment, a high earning potential, combined with a relatively low cost of living. So your money will stretch out without having to sacrifice an enjoyable lifestyle. It truly is the city of destiny. If you live or have lived in Tacoma, let me know in the comments if you agree that Tacoma is one of the best places to live and why, or why not. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you're always in the loop of what is happening in the South Sound. Again, I am Rebekah Daniels, a local real estate broker. If you have any questions about living in or moving to Washington, feel free to reach out. Until next time, make it a great day.